Man here in this first half as he gets it away.
On the return is Olszewski.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
Olszewski now from his end zone.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And it's Michel once again.
97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete as well.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the two-point try. They'll run for it with Michelle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pettis now on the return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Olszewski now to return.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they... take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
113 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On second down, they'll run with White. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making... And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
There's the first NFL catch for Kadarius Toney.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Glennon. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Glennon. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Devontae Booker punching it in from a yard away.
And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Devontae Booker that's able to finish it off with a touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's White, and he'll get it down on the 37. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
That's complete right side to Asiasi.
Touchdown!
Devin Asiasi.
37 yards. And the Patriots, they